Hockey, a sport that demands the peak physical and mental aspects. Today, we dive into Evan's story. Action. Evan, can you tell us how you first got started in hockey?
So I first started playing hockey around the age of 3. My parents put me in an in-house league for Gloucester Township, and I first started playing street hockey. And
Yeah, and what role did your family play in those early years, man?
they were kind of my motivators in a sense. They would always take me there, bring me home, get me equipment, play with me outside, just passing time.
We saw what it was like to start playing hockey, yet we have yet to dive into the mental and physical aspects of the game. And what were some of the biggest challenges you faced as you progressed in your hockey career?
So as I started progressing, I actually got into ice hockey, and learning how to skate was probably the biggest challenge for me. It took me years to really get good at it, and the shooting aspects and stick handling, all that stuff. I already had that from street hockey, so it was just kind of putting them together was a challenging part.
Yeah, I know skating, I can't skate. I'm 18. I've been playing the same amount of time as you. And how did overcoming these challenges shape you as a person and a player?
So it taught me patience, and I think that's a really important thing to have nowadays. Because it takes so long for me to learn. I had to be patient. There were times where I'd fall. I didn't want to get back up, but my parents, they would keep motivating me to get back up, keep trying until I got it. And now I'm a pretty good skater, pretty good stick handler, shooting, all that stuff. So yeah.
Evan's family has been a cornerstone in his entire journey through hockey. The vigorous training, the long hours, the practicing, the games, tournaments, and yet somehow, some way, his family and him managed to make it all work. Can you share some of your most memorable moments? Like playing ice hockey, even street hockey.
So a couple things. Probably one of my most memorable experiences for ice hockey was first getting chosen for my first AAA team. I had started playing at a really low level, and I was kind of standing out to the coaches, players, everyone else. And I eventually got brought up to a AAA team. And that was pretty important to me because that kind of started my journey, making me realize I do have what it takes to play at higher levels and compete with all these other guys.
And being a part of that Youth Flyers, the Little Flyers, I believe they're truly called, how did that impact your life outside of hockey?
Outside of hockey, well, for starters, with just hockey, I gained friendships. I learned how to be a team player. I learned how to get along with coaches, friends. I consider them family, actually. And outside of hockey, there would be times where I would just meet up with some of the guys. We'd go have fun, hang out, do whatever. And it's not just a game. It's kind of it's a really good experience. And yeah.
And looking back, what advice would you give to young aspiring hockey players?
Advice I'd probably give to younger kids is to if you really think that you can do it, you probably can, and that there's no point in quitting if you can't overcome any challenges. You can always get help. You just gotta stay motivated in yourself. You gotta keep yourself motivated, and you can't let people bring you down. There's going to be a lot of people who hate on you, who will talk crap to you, but you gotta just stay on your grind and listen to yourself.
And that's a great message. And with that, what are your hopes for the future in hockey and even beyond hockey?
So for my hopes right now, I'm just hoping to get over this season and then probably play at the next higher level, which would be juniors. It ages from anywhere from 17 to 21, so playing that for a little bit and then hopefully get some kind of offer for a college and then keep playing in college and see where it takes me from there.
Yeah, listen, the big leagues are a dream, but we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you, sir.
And with that, we see what it's like to grow up playing a game you love, a game that you put your heart and soul into every single day. Evan Alvarez's story is truly inspiring. Went from a kid who was just playing street hockey as a little child, growing up, figuring out what he wanted to do with his life, to truly putting everything he had into his game, his craft. And it just goes to show that with hard work and inspiration, anything is possible.